But the other thing that I wanted to bring up, which is really important, and I don't know, quote unquote, how true it is, but the kids in band were complaining about the auditorium having mold in the ceiling. And my grandson's really allergic to a lot of mold. That's
Which auditorium? In the high school?
Yeah, in the high school, yeah. And so if he doesn't wear a mask in the auditorium, he can't breathe. So it's really bad.
We haven't had any reports of that at all, so
Okay.
I want to put that issue.
Talk to Mr. Buffington too.
I will be glad to, but I don't want to send that message out because.
Right, but it needs to be looked at because you're gonna make kids even more sick
We
once.
would not allow that to happen.
Yeah,
Right.
once they're not allowed to wear masks, you know.
I mean, the high school was just recently renovated, so
Yeah,
if
yeah.
there's an issue, we need to know.
Yeah, ask Mr.
So it'll get looked
Buffington.
into.
He can show you where it's at because Avery sits away from that just because of where the mold is, so.
Well, don't, if you have it, please don't say that,
I won't.
that is there because it hasn't been, and Sue has
Right.
not heard anything, and she's the high school principal.
Right,
So we can't say that the mold is there because it's
Right.
not.
yeah, it could be something like just, some spots that got wet or something.
You're exactly.
And, so I'm just bringing it up because the kids are saying it's mold. I don't know that, so I said quote unquote.
Right.
But do please look into it because it's
We will
for the
look into
safety of our kids, okay? Thank you.
Hey, Joy, I know I'm a frequent commenter, but it was brought up today, and I think it would be very valuable for you to get educated by your solicitor on how intimidation and retaliation against whistleblowers within a government system is so highly illegal that the feds will get involved, the state will get involved, and nobody should feel that way. And we already do have whistleblowers that have been showing up anonymously and or identified. And when the whistleblower does show up, it has to be addressed. Just like whatever she just said right there has to be addressed by this government agency instantaneously. And I'm sure Jack tomorrow will be taking a peek.
Yeah.
And we understand that. But I think that general understanding is missing. And I think you did have an oppression in the past government agency that was significant. Like Barb mentioned, people being removed by the police. They need to know that the world has changed. You have a moral majority board. And this is how the process works. You can't have anybody fearing retaliation from trying to protect students or saving the community. They have to be able to step up and say something. If they see something, they have to be able to say something without any fear of retaliation or intimidation.
And if it's a staff member, they are required
Required to
by
pay.
law.
And to add to your great compliment, you guys got an occupancy permit in the elementary center that was years overdue. If any one of those employees called the state and said, I'm in a building without an occupancy permit, I want it inspected, the problem would have been resolved instantly because there is a state program that allows that to occur. They're protected. Outside of this corrupt government, you have a whole system of people that are there for the kids and there for the community and there for the education. And with this new moral board, you have the ability to do that. But I do believe if you don't educate, it's going to repopulate, and it's a problem. You need to educate them on how it works. I think the new solicitor would be very helpful in that regard with the release.
Okay, on